In 2022, it felt like the entire internet suddenly became real again. Every afternoon, your phone would buzz, and you had 2 minutes to post whatever you were doing. No filters, no posing, no pressure. Just you and your life, exactly how it looked in that moment. It was chaotic, it was fun, and somehow, it felt honest. BeReal was supposed to fix everything that social media broke. But just a year later, almost nobody talks about it anymore. So what happened? Let's dive in. It all started back in 2019, when two French friends, Alexis Barriat and Kevin Perot, got tired of how fake everything online had become. Every post looked perfect, every photo edited, every smile rehearsed. They wanted to build an app that punished perfection, something that forced people to be real again. So they launched BeReal quietly in 2020, a simple app that sent you a random notification once a day. You had 2 minutes to take a photo using both cameras, front and back. No filters, no likes, no follower counts, just reality. At first, it was small, mostly college students and art kids in France and the UK. But slowly, people started posting their BeReals on TikTok, and suddenly, everyone wanted to try it. The idea of sharing your real life again felt refreshing. By early 2022, the app exploded. From a few thousand users to tens of millions. It became the anti-Instagram everyone was craving. And for a short moment, it really worked. Every day, millions of people around the world stopped whatever they were doing to take a photo at the same time. Students in class, office workers in meetings, people brushing their teeth, all united by one random buzz. Even brands joined the trend, posting their own BeReals and pretending to be authentic. Because nothing says real like a corporate logo at 4 p.m. The hype grew fast. Everyone joked that BeReal was the only social media app where being boring actually made you cool. It felt like social media had gone full circle, from fake perfection to genuine imperfection. And that contrast was powerful. People missed the feeling of not needing to perform for attention. Posting on BeReal felt casual, safe, even comforting. But authenticity has a time limit. The app built to stop fake moments was about to become one itself. After a few months, the magic started to fade. People realized that being real every day wasn't as fun as it sounded. You'd get the notification while doing something completely normal, at work, eating lunch, scrolling your phone, and you'd think, do people really want to see this? So people started cheating. They'd wait until something exciting happened, then take their BeReal hours late. The app built on honesty started feeling staged. Even worse, it turned into pressure. If you missed the 2-minute window, you felt guilty. If you posted too fast, you felt lame. Some people literally waited all day just to look interesting. BeReal wanted to remove social pressure, but somehow it created a new kind of anxiety. The dopamine wasn't in being real, it was in being seen. Be real, more like be late. By late 2022, the user numbers peaked. 50 million active users, 100 million downloads. But the excitement was already dropping. The app barely changed, and every day felt the same. Post your photo, react to your friends' photos, close the app. There was nothing else to do. And then came TikTok Now, a full copy of BeReal built directly into the TikTok app. When everyone copies your idea, you lose what made you special. Suddenly, BeReal didn't feel unique anymore. It felt old. By early 2023, the numbers crashed. Most people simply stopped opening the app. Daily users dropped by more than half within months. The cultural moment had moved on. People went back to filters, editing, and curated posts. The idea of being real was fun for a season, but the internet doesn't reward normal life. It rewards attention. When everyone copies you, authenticity stops feeling original. The company tried to fight back. They added new features like multiple posts, real groups, and new ways to connect. They even tried small partnerships and campaigns to win back users. But it didn't help. You can't force authenticity once people stop believing in it. Even when BeReal introduced brand moments and sponsored BeReals, the core idea was already gone. The simplicity that made it special became the reason people left. Still, the story of BeReal isn't just a failed app story. It's a mirror. It showed us what social media could have been if we actually wanted honesty. But maybe We don't. Because the truth is, we don't scroll to see reality. We scroll to escape it. We want stories, aesthetics, and tiny dopamine hits that make us feel something. Real life doesn't do that every day. And when reality becomes predictable, it becomes invisible. Maybe that's why the hype disappeared so fast. BeReal asked people to be themselves. But what happens when your real life just isn't that interesting? The moment the novelty wore off, people ran back to the comfort of filters and followers. The experiment had ended. The brand that was built on imperfection lost to the platforms built on perfection. Still, for a few months, it was beautiful. It made us look at our phones differently. It reminded us that social media could be simple again, that maybe we didn't need to perform all the time. And even if it didn't last, it left a mark. BeReal didn't fail because people stopped caring. It failed because being real is hard, because it's uncomfortable, and because we prefer a version of ourselves that's slightly better than reality. So, where did BeReal go? It didn't disappear. It just became another lesson in what the internet really wants. Maybe it's not about being real. Maybe it's about being remembered. And maybe the next app that promises to fix social media will face the same fate. Because every platform starts with good intentions and ends up chasing attention. That's the cycle BeReal tried to break. But in trying to change social media, it reminded us how powerful the fake version really is. BeReal didn't disappear. It revealed who we are online. If you still have BeReal on your phone, let me know in the comments. I'm curious how many people still post theirs today. And if you love stories like this about brands that change the internet, even for a moment, make sure to subscribe. There are so many more untold stories coming soon.